Cool. So let's get the elephant out of the room. I mean, what was going through your mind on that final at bat?
Really was just trying to find a hole, do a job, and obviously move Gunner over to third at the minimum. Really just get on base, and obviously outcome was hit the ball right at him. He kind of just made an error, and Gunner did a really good job going second to home, which was awesome, and the reason why we won. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
So ball's been flying.
Yeah.
But you're sitting out there in center field. I mean, it's crazy athletic plays. What's it been like knowing that the wind's going against you to make those last-ditch effort plays?
Kind of just trying to trust in the work I put in with Coach Coop and the other outfielders, and just reading and reacting, really. Not really worrying about anything of the wind or whatever. Just go and track down the ball, so yeah.
What's that transition been like to the outfield this year? Did you have a lot of experience before this year?
Never played outfield really in my life until this year. Obviously moving from first to center's a little bit of a change, but I mean I was up for it, and it's been pretty fun at this point, so yeah.
Back-to-back homers for you.
Yeah.
Back-to-back games. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's pretty good. It gets my confidence up, and kind of just shows that, I mean, this team is really good, and you got to pitch to everybody, really. I mean, that's the reason why. I mean, I got a pitch I could hit, handle, and happened, and is what it is, so yeah.
And it feels like your recent run has coincided with you being moved up to the leadoff spot. Have you felt comfortable there, and has that made a change in how you've been performing?
No, really just trying to get on base, really just being the leadoff guy, just trying to get on base, get the pitch count up a little bit, trying to see pitches and tell everybody else in the lineup what's coming and stuff like that. So yeah.
Thanks, TJ. The win streaks keep coming, no matter the adversity.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to our guys just sticking with what we do. The opponent's nameless, the opponent's faceless. We are focused on how we play baseball, and we let that happen. And again, scoreboard seems to be our friend when we do that.
You've been really high on TJ this year, and in one of the biggest moments so far of his young career, he hits an absolute liner that gives trouble to the first baseman. How big has he been? I know you say it.
Yeah, he's a guy. Obviously, we want to have a lot of at bats, which is why he leads off. You don't get any more at bats than batting leadoff, and he's got something about him that's different. And he's built physically different, but he's also wired different. And he's very, very tough and a very, very good player.
Nate Kress giving you 2 1/3 late in the game. Can you talk about his gritty performance?
Yeah, the Bowling Green Bobcat was on the loose today. He came up in the 9th inning and said, even if we get the lead, let me finish this off. So that tells you the space he's in. I don't know. We've been having some fun with him, talking about the fact that he hasn't given up a run in Bowling Green city limits yet, and he can handle this wind and a lot of those kind of things because he's used to it. And, that's one of the big reasons we recruited him. You see the guys that came out today, Start Newman. He's an NWAL guy, hits a bomb. The NLL boys gave us good relief appearances with Roeder, was big to come in. That wasn't part of the plan, but Ty stepped up. And then, obviously Nate put the stamp on it late in the game. So, winning with local players makes it a little bit more special because these kids have turned Bowling Green from an option into a destination, and that's really fun to coach.
And you guys are undefeated this year when you don't commit an error. Penn State committed 3. We saw that affected the game. You guys, I think it's 2 straight years, best fielding percentage in program history. How important is that to you guys in your?
Yeah, on days like today especially, you can't give extra outs. And if the ball hits your glove, someone needs to be out. And we take a lot of pride in that. And we absolutely drill home to our guys from day one in August all the way through, this Thursday's practice that, we need to catch the ball and play clean. And then we need some pitchers to step up when we don't on occasion and go get some outs themselves. But you know what? Our kids value the things that impact winning, and that's why we continue to be in every game and, lately just come out on top.
And you mentioned Ty just a second ago. You brought him out. got rocked a little bit early, and then he was able to sustain for a pretty long time. How big is that?
Yeah, I mean, this is game one coming off of, 5 games in 5 days. When you look back to Akron, and then the double midweek, probably not the greatest scheduling on my part heading into this weekend, but that's tough to predict when you do it in the summer. So another adjustment for me to learn. But, our pitching's it's gut check time for them. The weather's, the flag's not blowing in their favor. They've had a lot of innings to cover. They know that they got to be out there for a certain amount of outs to get us to the end of games, and they are showing their toughness. And they know winning 11-10 is better than losing 11-10. So, if we get to 27 outs and put our offense in position to win a game, we can win with that formula too.
And then Gavin Gunnar and Tillian, 8-9 hitters today, getting you 4 hits. Talk about their performance in that spot.
Yeah, the bottom of the lineup being able to turn it over and just not give their pitching staff easy innings. We were talking when Kress went through, he almost had a chance to get a clean inning in the 8th or 9th. I think it was the 9th, actually. He almost had a chance to get a clean one. There weren't many clean innings out there. The hitters are going up there with big smiles on their faces. Ganun just has to touch it for it to go. I mean, he's the strongest kid on our team. He's got serious juice. So, him just having good at-bats at the bottom of the lineup, whether they're working counts like Gunnar does, he always finds himself in deep counts and makes the pitcher grind. Now you're going to get maybe some lackadaisical pitches potentially at the top of the lineup for some dudes that can do some damage with it. But we just got, they grinded us out too. I give them a lot of credit. I mean, they were disciplined in the zone. They're a good team. They have good pitching. They can definitely swing it. And, this is a series that is going to go a long way to deciding who plays at the top of the league, and it's good to be up 1-0.
Was there any talk against Kent State with them being the first team to beat you guys in the series last year? Was there any talk of that coming into the series?
No, last year is last year, but we have to. They're a team in our league that's kind of had our number for a couple of years, just head to head, and these guys. That are here, part of this team, part of their mission is, they want to play for championships, they want to win championships, but they want to be part of the record books and do things that aren't normally done, and if that's beating teams that historically we've haven't been able to, that's part of their story too, and that's going to be part of their legend. So we got to continue to keep it going.
One more question. So 10-2 when the opponent scores first. How has that altered your mindset this season, the ability to know that no matter the time in the inning, you can always come back?
Yeah, it's just one of those things that, lately on this homestand, it's important to have last at-bats. I mean, there is double or triple the pressure on the opponent's pitching staff to stop it. I mean, they got 2 quick strikeouts, and we win a game. Same thing happened the other day. 2 quick outs, we win a game. There's never been a bigger era of baseball, in my opinion, than the one we're in, where home field advantage and batting last goes a long way to deciding who wins the games. And, we feel good about who's left in our bullpen, and we like our odds, even with 2 outs, no one on in the 9th inning, because that's only 26, and you got to get us 27 times.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Yep.